It's been 5 days since I got my results, but I wanted to speak to the family and friends and also I guess digest the information. So things are slightly different on the PET scan than we thought from the CT scan, whereas before they thought I'd got one tumour one side and 3 tumours on the other side. I've actually got 6 on the side that they thought I had 3 and 8 on the side that they thought I only had 1 on. And unfortunately they're not in one area, they're scattered throughout the whole lung, so that makes it very challenging, and at the moment I'm inoperable. So the plan now is to try chemotherapy, quite an aggressive form of it, see if we can zap away some of the ones that are in the far reach areas that aren't actually together, and I'll do that over the next 3 months, and then they'll do another PET scan, and hopefully I'll be in a position where they can operate. I don't know, we'll see. So so I've wrote down because I've not been very prepared with all of these. So I won't be having tablet form of chemo because although I tolerated it well on my very first aggressive form of chemo before I had the bowel operation, I didn't tolerate it well on any of the other attempts after my bowel operation. My stomach just couldn't cope, and I would overdose on the chemo because I wasn't able to break it down enough before the next dose got put in. So last time I had a PICC line fitted into my arm, which is, sorry, I've still got my coat on, which is up in your bicep area, not that I've really got a bicep, and that is then fitted for the next 3 months plus, depending on whether they decide to carry on doing chemo. So that's like a cannula that is attached to your arm. You go into the centre and they use ultrasound, just like when you're having a baby, except obviously you don't have a baby in your arm, and they use the ultrasound to be able to feed the tube up your arm and down somewhere near your heart, and then that stays there. It's irritating having a PICC line because you catch it on everything, and when you want to have a shower or a bath you have to wrap yourself up with cling film, which is really hard to do on yourself. So you then have to time your showers, your baths, so that you can get somebody to be here to wrap you up like a birthday present before you get in there. And I live in the bath, so this is, I might just end up walking around with cling film on my arm forever. I'm having a different form of chemo this time. The last one I had, it thinned out my hair, but I didn't lose it in chunks. I was quite lucky. So my hair has finally got back to the thickness that it was before, maybe actually even just a bit thicker. And I've got my length back because I hacked it right up short because I figured the less weight, the less likely it was to fall out. But with this one, I've got a 30% more chance of losing my hair in possible chunks, or all of it, or it might just thin, or maybe super lucky, which is unlikely seeing I bleached the crap out of my hair to get these colours. It won't fall out at all. I've made the decision, it's coming out bright. I'm not going to go and let it go to my natural hair, because if my hair has got to fall out, it's going to fall out a nice bright funky colour, just like me, not brown and grey, because that's a look that I do not like pulling off. So I'll be starting my chemo on the 30th of this month. I'm going to be going in with a mate of mine, Jen. She's going to be with me so I don't have to do all the PICC line and the chemo on my own the first time. So that will be for 3 months, and it'll be every 2 weeks. So the plan is I will go into the centre. They will put in a cannula separate to my PICC line. They'll give me a 2-hour infusion of one chemo, a 90-minute infusion of another chemo. which I'm sorry, I don't have the names for. They went well and truly over my head, but once I start it, I can ask all that information and then tell you what it is that I'm on. Not that it'll probably make any sense to you, just like it didn't make sense to me. I think it had Fox in the name, but I'll find out. Also, with this new type of chemo, apparently people are more prone to the sensation of feeling panicky, even though it isn't you panicking, or like an anxious anxiety sensation inside you. So they give you an injection of something else I don't know the name of, and that then is meant to reduce that sensation so that you don't feel panicky and anxious or whatever. I didn't have that sensation last time, but as I say, it's a totally different chemo, so we'll have to see. The nodules that are in my lungs, although being in the lungs you'd think it is lung cancer, it's not. It's classed as secondary bowel cancer, so it is bowel cancer again, because obviously the first time they removed my bowel cancer, it had already got through the lining of my bowel and through my muscles, so it then shoots out seeds throughout your body, which even chemo doesn't kill off those seeds while they're not active. And the way that my oncologist described them is the seeds plant wherever, and then when that area becomes hospitable, which sounds like you can have some sort of nice party, it then allows the cancer to start multiplying and growing in that area. So, yeah, I guess I had quite a lot of seeds that landed inside my lungs, seeing this is the second time for both lungs. I will go in, I'm totally losing track here, so I'll have those injections and the 2 infusions. Then they'll attach a chemo to my arm, to the PICC line, which I'll then have to carry around in a bag, and you have to hang it up above you when you're asleep and stuff, which is an absolute mare because you tend to get tied up in all of your tubes and stuff like that. But you carry it around like a little chemotastic handbag, which is just navy blue and boring, so I might have to ask if I can decorate it this time. And I'll have that chemo going in for 2 days. Then I will go back to the centre and have it removed. I'll have to take steroids and, well, they'll give me steroids and anti-sickness tablets. In all honesty, last time I hardly used them because I couldn't find any other benefits other than to stop you feeling nauseous, and I found that I felt more rough taking them than I did without, so I will obviously suck it and see on this one. The only good news really that came out of it is that they're waiting to do my chemo until after my... I've been to a wedding this weekend in Guernsey, which is one of my close friends' wedding, and there's a big group of us all going and flying over to Guernsey together, so I did not want to miss out on that, so I'm very happy about that. And then after I've done my 3 months, they'll do another PET scan and compare it against the one that we've had and see whether I'm operable or whether I need to have more chemo or whatever. So in the meantime, I will try and behave myself. I will try not to eat the foods that feed the beast. So if any of you see me looking at sweets or, I don't know, anything funky, anything that tastes nice really, I'm probably not allowed it. So you can tell me off and say, don't feed the beast. So I will be in contact soon. Sorry they're so spaced out, I'm just not used to this, really not. But we'll do this together. I'm going to stay positive, and all of you guys should stay positive. If you feel that this vlog could help anybody that you know that's going through cancer, or as a family member or friend that's going through cancer, obviously please share this video, and please any nice comments. So I'm not looking for attention, I'm just doing this to share my story. Thank you.